the next step is to create the glow light effects. So what I'm going to do is I'll start by adding a couple of pink glow lights, one on the left side right here for this bar, and then one on the right side. So to do that, I'm going to add a rectangle shape. So I'm going to hit the Shift key and the letter R so I can grab a rectangle. Then I'm going to turn this to rounded corners so I can grab it from any of the dots here around the corners, just like so, to turn this into rounded, like fully rounded corners. And then what I'm going to do next is I'm going to hold the Alt key and then drag it from any of the sides, like right side or left side, like so. That way I can turn it into a thin line or bar, like so. Next is I'm going to drag it and place it right above the left light bar on the image right there, like so, right? And from there, what I can do is change its color. So I'm going to open up the color settings on the left panel under settings, and I'll use the eyedropper to pick up the pink color from the right light bar right here, like so. And now we have this set. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to extend this all the way until the end to make sure this is lined up with my background as well. And then here is how we turn this rectangle shape into a glow light effect to make it, you know, keep lighting and flashing basically, right? So what we're going to do next is we're going to go to our effects and components icon on the left side right here, click that, and then under the effects tab, we want to grab the blur effect and drop it onto the thin bar that we created. So I'm going to drag the blur right there, drop it on there, and now we're going to increase the strength. So from the preset settings here on the top right, which is basically right next to the left panel, you can see here we have some settings, strength, and then in animation, in and out animation. We're not going to turn any of those on, but we're simply just going to increase the strength like so, right? So we can basically turn it into a glow light effect, just like so. Now you can see something happening in there. So what we could do is we can actually select it and zoom in a little bit, and we could just, you know, kind of adjust the height on both sides. You can hold the Alt key and drag it from the top or bottom, like so, and then that way you can, you know, turn it into a glow light, as you can see. Maybe I want to just drag it a little bit to the left side, like so. Just try to make, you know, a center basically on the left light bar right there. And then what you want to do is now is going to create an animation for it. So what we're going to do next is we're going to select the rectangle that we turned into a glow light. Then we're going to go to the motion over here. And then we're going to use the loop animation. So I'm going to click on loop, and then I'll choose fade, and then I'm going to use blink right here. And then I'm going to increase the number of loops to 20. 20 was the number that I used because my length of the music was 50 seconds, I guess. So since we're using, you know, we're creating something for 15 seconds, then the number of loops is going to be less than that, I guess. So let's try 10 loops and see how that looks like. Now, when you create that, when you adjust the number or the value of the number of loops right here, you'll notice that on the rectangle shape that we now have a blink animation button that has been added to the track. All you want to do is simply drag the button or extend it all the way until the end, like so. And then that way, when we press play, we can basically start seeing, you know, how it goes up and like it, you know, fades in and out like so. And it looks cool. So it looks like 10 number of loops was 10 was really good. So now what I can do, in, you know, to save my time, is simply just create a duplicate for that one. So I select my rectangle shape and then hit the Control or Command D to be able to make a duplicate. And then I can just simply drag it over to the one on the right side, like so. All right. So now we have it set. So we can just go on there like so. And now they're both, you know, lighting, you know, and they're going in and out, as you can see, which is really cool. If you want to have some difference between both light bars, that's not a problem. You can simply click on the blink button on any of the tracks and adjust the number of loops. So say maybe this one will have, you know, more loops. So let's do 13. Now you'll start seeing some difference. If we go back in there, now you'll see the difference between this one and that one. But